Oh gosh. Wait. Not in that trailer. Come on. Oh, Navia. Ooh.
This place looks deserted. Guess all the survivors must have evacuated already.
Sorry.
What's left here are signs of death at station. Could Farina really be here? Let's try to find her as soon as possible.
The stuff is directing me like this, but I'm gonna go like this. Oh, is she observing the disaster? Like the aftermath of it?
That's Farina, right over there. She really is here all on her own.
Stay quiet.
Should I just give up? This is all meaningless.
Is she actually crying?
What was meant to happen did happen after all. Everyone's dead.
Okay, why is this quest so sad?
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Give up, Farina. There's no point in holding out. I'm sorry.
Oh, there's really some kind of like character. I don't know if it's character development, but there's always a change with her.
What can I even do other than to repeat meaningless apologies over and over?
Farina.
Who's that?
Don't worry, Farina, it's just us.
Oh my gosh.
Blonde traveler from another land. Why, I almost thought you were someone from that mob of my ignorant subjects. Come to kneel and beg for my forgiveness.
Oh, she really is an actor. Oh my gosh.
Farina, you were crying just now, weren't you? The tear stains on your face are obvious.
What do you mean, tear stains? Oh, I remember. The show at the Opera House earlier this morning was so moving. I'm still trying to process it. Who did that uncivilized rabble think they were? Disturbing my enjoyment of the arts.
She really is covering something.
They even dare to tout their Archon. I must teach them a lesson. I can just imagine their twisted and frustrated faces once they realize that I'm nowhere to be found.
Oh jeez.
Oh, and I'm sure Nouvellette and those people from the Marish Dose Phantom are freaking out right next to them too.
Stop trying to act tough, Farina. You're actually beyond devastated right now, aren't you?
Of course not.
Hey, there she is! The Hydro Archon's over there! Quick, after her!
Hey, stop it.
Farina, those people seem to be after you.
They are? They're just some rabid fans who want to cut the line because they haven't been able to meet me in person, aren't they?
Oh, come on, Farina.
That's against the rules. I can't let them get their way.
Farina just ran off. Quick, we have to catch up with her.
Jeez. Oh, we are so close. We can, like, reach her. Okay, never mind. Not anymore. Oh, were they...
This should be the place, right? Hey, Farina! There's a good hiding spot over here. Quick, come to Paimon before the rest of them catch up to you.
What?
Oh, this is a trap.
Hurry, they're almost here!
Fine, fine. I suppose haste is warranted. Lead the way.
This is gonna be heartbreaking, huh?
Everyone's exhausted.
I'm so tired. I totally thought they had caught me. No, I mean, I merely gave in to the sheer enthusiasm they displayed.
This place is not what I call soundproof. You might want to lower your voice to stay hidden.
You're right.
Yep, that's a good girl.
Good girl.
What's happening? The ground's shaking. Is it an earthquake?
Another disaster just struck, I suspect.
Yeah, a quake of this kind preceded the flooding in Poisson, didn't it?
Oh gosh.
Can't be. It's happening again.
Well, there's no need to worry too much about that. Neverlette's made some emergency plans, so the evacuation should go a lot smoother this time.
Yeah, I hope you're right.
Well, she's concerned.
The people of Poisson, they've already...
Has Verena finally reached her limit? Now that she's talking about her actual feelings, she's starting to look far less stiff. Not really. You begin to talk amongst yourself as Verena slowly calms down.
I've been investigating the prophecy for hundreds of years.
Oh, she's actually talking the truth now.
I once had informants all over Tevat, searching for clues and feeding information back to me.
Okay, I'm getting a little cold.
I've tried all kinds
The
of
chills.
things to hold
Sorry.
back the sea. Anything to keep the coastline from advancing. But all my efforts proved to be futile in the end. Really, the truth has been clear to me for a very long time. We cannot make an enemy of the divine. No matter what we do, the will of the heavenly principles will have its way, and the prophecy shall be fulfilled.
Is the heavenly principles the unknown god or something? But even then, you still haven't given up, right?
Give up. I do love the sound of that phrase. It would mean finally coming to terms with fate, but also for me to finally be free.
But that would also mean that all hope would disappear.
Indeed. I've thought about giving up so many times, especially after we almost lost Poisson. Fate is really unreasonable, isn't it? It has no heart and obeys no rules. The prophecy has only just started to come true, and so many people have already lost their lives.
Especially two best NPC.
Just now, it all became clear to me. I still don't have the right to come to terms with fate on behalf of everyone else. As long as the final moment hasn't come, it's still not too late.
Go, Verena.
I will keep hope alive for everyone until the very end.
Let's go, Verena. You got this. You got this. Don't worry.
Well, that's enough for now. I got the impulse to play the stricken maiden.
Of course.
But honestly, considering my rank and station, that wasn't a good fit at all.
She really is an actress. She even acted in my pull for her banner.
Don't take any of what I just said seriously. How could I possibly let Fontaine fall to the whims of trivial prophecy?
Come on! Paimon could have sworn you were actually being honest just now.
We're running out of time. We can't just go back to square one like this. I have to get more information out of her. Farina, you might not have to shoulder this burden alone. Although I don't know what you might be keeping from everyone, your people are more than willing to share your burden with you.
Share my burden. That's impossible. It was fated right from the start that this would be my duty alone.
Wow, she really wants to do it herself. But even if your burden doesn't need to be shared, you can still choose to confide in someone. Just share it with me. I'm what you'd call a witness.
A witness? Yes. I've heard that you came to Tevat from beyond the stars, yes. In other words, you never belonged here. And if Tevat is, in its entirety, a show on a stage, then you're just a spectator, aren't you?
That's a way to put it.
If that's the case...
She can't. There's no time left. Please, Farina, just spit it out. Oh. Why is it a cutscene? Oh my, okay. Oh! Oh! We were in court! Oh! Wait, do we know about this? Is this our tribe?
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes my opening performance.
That was pretty cool, Linny. I'm thinking of building you, maybe. Just for a pyro main.
Now, without further ado, we may proceed to the trial of our god.
What?
So, this is what it is. Yes, you deserve praise for the effort you took to raise the dramatic stakes.
What's going on?
Do not forget, however, that I am Fosalor, the god of justice, the embodiment of justice itself. Does it not strike you as even the least bit absurd to bring the very concept of justice to trial?
I don't know.
May I interpret these words as your refusal to stand trial? In that case, you will have the opportunity to defend your honor through a duel.
Oh. Oh.
You would draw your blade against a god?
Oh.
I see. It seems like you have made up your mind.
Dang.
I can't believe it. She just surrendered.
What the heck is going on? Did I just see an Archon surrender to a human?
Yeah, that is going to be strange.
How utterly humiliating.
Lady Farina, what is the meaning of this?
Shh. It would seem that there has been a misunderstanding. To be clear, the raising of both hands is not always an indication of surrender.
Okay.
For excuses again, huh?
I raised my hands just now to indicate my acceptance of the trial. No duel shall be necessary. I will admit that I've been running away for a long time. I'm sorry, everyone. I was unable to protect the people of Poisson. It is my duty to stand trial for my crimes.
She sounds a little genuine there.
You are not the only ones to be disappointed in me. I, too, am exceedingly disappointed in myself.
But she is an actor, so I don't know.
But now, it is time for the Hydro Archon to show you her courage and resolve. I, Farina, will use this trial to show the world the true meaning of justice. This time, I will protect you.
Oh, protect Fontaine, basically?
Applaud and rejoice. One of the most outrageous and fantastical arcs known to the opera epiclese is now unfolding before your eyes.
Trial against a god, basically.
Mark my words. This shall be one of the most exhilarating and brilliant shows ever to grace the stage of Fontaine. The trial of the Hydro Archon, Focalor, will now begin! Woohoo! Now we're making history.
This is definitely historical. He's annoyed.
Why does it feel like Farina just took over the whole thing? Like, come on! Didn't she just get forced to stand trial for her crimes? Also, even though she's still acting super dramatic, she is taking this seriously this time, right?
Well, we hope.
Then, who will be my opponent in this trial?
The court asks the prosecutor to please take the stand.
Oh, thank you, Your Honor.
Is that so? Very well. Then please speak, witness of Tivat, my accuser and fated opponent.
We were so close to getting her to tell us the truth, and it still turned out like this in the end. Why did we teleport at a bad time? It's okay though. As long as we can defeat Farina in court, we still have a chance to figure everything out.
Also, please allow me to ask, as a final question before the trial begins. Just how much work did you do to force me onto this stage?
Well, we did do a lot of prep after the meeting that day.
I can go over the tasks assigned to the Spina di Rosula, since they were rather straightforward and easy.
Navia, the president of the Spina di Rosula.
Most of the people who participated in the disturbance this morning were my subordinates.
Oh.
They changed into plain clothes and came to the Opera House as regular audience members, waiting for the perfect opportunity to incite insurrection against you.
Oh, I had a feeling though. It's
The people's resentment
There.
against their Archon has been building as more and more of the prophecy is fulfilled. A spark was all we needed to turn smoldering anger into a flame. However, according to our understanding and analysis of you, when something like that occurred, you would likely flee the scene and head to Poisson by yourself. So, we arranged for a second group to lie in wait there.
So, you mean, the ones who scoured the settlement for me were also from the Spina?
And
right.
their goal was to force you to step into the giant magic box so you may personally participate in the greatest magic performance in all of Fontainian history.
It was great.
That house was a magic box, rather than someone's residence.
As the super ultimate version of the setup that I used when I first performed at the Opera Epiclese, the volume of the box was increased by a whole order of magnitude, and the distance it traversed was the entire gap between Poisson and Areneas. Its cargo, of course,
I like the
was an
transition.
Archon instead of a human. My thanks, Farina. Without your help, we could never have pulled off such an extraordinary performance.
I'm having a suspicion though. Is she really a Archon?
You're welcome?
Of course, this performance was only made possible with Father's support. The House of the Hearth spent a massive amount of labor in Mora to pull this off.
Oh.
We had to select a location, construct the giant magic box, dig a tunnel, and open up a path through the water. It was a lot of work for all of us.
We were in the submarine?
So, in other words, the earthquake that we felt within the giant magic box was just a normal tremor from the transportation of the whole house?
That makes sense, actually.
That's right. It wasn't a sign of another disaster to come.
Sorry about that. We deceived you back there.
Then, I can guess Nervilette and Cloran's parts. You gathered a crowd, prepared a stage, and made sure that the champion duelist would be immediately ready for a fight. Also that as soon as I appeared on the stage, the trial may commence without a hitch. Am I right?
Yes, that is correct.
Well, Clorand, I must commend you for your courage. Only the most outstanding champion duelist in all of Fontaine would accept a duel with an Archon without flinching.
Thank you.
She's cool.
As for you, Traveler, I suppose your role was to keep me distracted with conversation once you found me in Poisson.
I don't know. I feel bad for her. We basically betrayed her.
You'd make sure that I didn't notice anything amiss before revealing yourself as my prosecutor once we'd arrived onto the stage.
You guessed wrong.
Oh?
My mission was to give you one last chance. We hope that you'd share your secret with us before the magic box arrived onto the stage.
Is that so? Then I suppose I must have missed my final chance.
Well,
It's fine. It matters not. What's done is done.
we were close though.
The stage is already set, so there's no reason to disappoint the audience. Let's see this trial through to the very end.
Well, yeah, the only thing we can do now is to judge the Hydro Archon. Still, I can't help but be a little bothered by that conversation earlier. Oh gosh, excuse me. What did Farina want to say to me right before we arrived onto the
Madam
stage?
Prosecutor,
Blech.
please allow me to pass this along. This is a document that Miss Charlotte applied for and received permission to share with you during the trial. According to her, it should speed up the proceedings.
Okay.
Huh? Charlotte wanted to give us something? Oh, so she's here too! Hey, Charlotte!
She's adorable.
Oh, let Paimon see. Isn't this the exclusive interview that she did with us before? So she's already finished it, huh?
Okay.
Wait, then that means this document is a perfect timeline of everything that's happened ever since we stepped foot in Fontaine. So in other words, we can refer to this anthology of evidence every time we want to use something from our journey as evidence for an argument.
Okay. We got ourselves a journal. It's a super practical gift. I never would have thought of using it this way.
Let's quickly confirm the information in it. Just think of it as a refresher, all right?
Okay.
You defeated the Hydro Archon in the very first duels you took part in at the Opera House. That's one for the history books, all right.
Okay. I'm just gonna listen to her.
I didn't think that you'd wind up getting to the bottom of the case I'd been following all this time. I guess you could also see this as a happy coincidence.
Okay.
This is the first time Monsieur Nervillette had a difference of opinion with the Oratrice. Even the Hydro Archon can't figure it out. A Fatui Harbinger. She's an extraordinary person. Her instinct must mean something.
Okay.
The fortress of Meripede was almost destroyed in a single day. That I didn't witness that scene personally will always be a source of professional regret, I think. According to Monsieur Nervillette, both Child and that whale should have been in the primordial sea at that time.
Okay.
I nearly lost my awesome friend Navia. To be honest, that still gives me shivers.
I still think Navia needs a hug. She better have a hug in her future story quest, I swear.
The words of someone as extraordinary as a witch can probably only be truly understood when something surreal happens to you.
Okay. Okay. I won't read the description unless absolutely necessary.
The prosecution and the defense are both in position. The trial shall now begin.
Okay.
Oh, come on, Nervillette. There's no need to repeat all the unimportant legalese. Just fast forward to the part where the prosecution lays out my offenses. as the defendant and the lead actress of this performance, I still haven't even been informed of my supposed guilt in all of this.
True.
Of course, it is only natural for humans to struggle to understand the actions of a god. However, you will need more than that to convict me of a crime.
I'm getting cold. Shush. Okay.
That's true. But my charge here is unrelated to your conduct as an Archon.
Okay, I speak.
Instead, I would like to charge you as a fraud who's never been the Archon in the first place.
Ooh, that's what I was thinking, but I didn't think it was correct.
Wait, what was that? Lady Farina's a fraud?
Hey, I came here thinking that we were going to try the Hydro Archon for forsaking her duty, but did I hear that right? She's not our Archon at all?
I was only thinking that because she's been not really acting like an Archon. I don't know. Even Venti and Nahida kinda had a little bit of an Archon sense with them. Farina, not really. As much as I love her, not really.
Charge accepted.
I didn't see Farina's reaction.
Lady Farina, do you plead guilty to the charge?
She's struggling.
Lady Farina.
I plead not guilty. How can I be guilty? There is no way that I, Focalor, otherwise known as Farina de Fontaine, a member of the Seven and the Regina of all waters, kindreds, peoples, and laws of Fontaine, could be anything other than your true Archon.
You have a long name.
Yeah. Even though Lady Farina can be rather eccentric, isn't it going too far to doubt her very identity?
Yeah, I've never questioned her identity either. Sure, Lady Farina can be super irresponsible, but what grounds does that prosecutor have to make such a huge claim?
Hey, I have a name. It's Traveler.
I have cause to believe that common sense will prevail in this case. Many of the members of the audience have known me as the Hydro Archon ever since they were born. There would be no fooling their memory.
One of the slate had like people around and her like kind of curled up, and apparently they were in Primordial Sea. I wonder if Farina, I don't know.
See? Even the Oratrice has decided to show me its favor. Are you sure you want to commit to a charge that will never be upheld? If you wish to drop the case, I can promise you as the God of Justice that you will not have to face trial for making a false accusation.
She's taunting.
We will treat everything that's happened as a dramatic spectacle and move on with our lives. What do you say to that?
Huh. An argument with near impossible odds, huh? You have to not only refute Farina's claims, but also overturn the long-held beliefs of the people.
The people only see you as their Archon because that's their long-held belief.
Well, I tried to give you the chance to surrender. If you must persist, then let me ask. If you believe I'm not the Archon, then what manner of being do you think I am? And if I was not the Archon, then how did I manage to live for over 500 years?
I got to think carefully. What do we know to be special about Farina exactly? You weren't relevant. What? Why can Farina live for so long despite being she's human? During this believes it is not possible. It believes it is possible that not only is Farina not really the Archon, but that she is actually afflicted with some sort of curse. This one, maybe. Let me see. Irrelevant. irrelevant. Okay, so this is talking about the prophecy. It has to be this, right? Meeting with the knave.
First of all, you may be a member of another long-lived race, which would allow you to naturally possess an extended lifespan. And second of all, even if that wasn't the case, there could be other ways to extend your life.
Such as a curse.
Who gave you that idea? Was it the knave? You'd sink so low as to use a harbinger's words against me.
It doesn't matter who gave us the information. What matters is the veracity of the claim.
Curse. I once thought it possible that the aura of an Archon might naturally resemble a type of curse. But in light of this claim, perhaps what I sensed was not your divinity, but a curse after all.
Man, even the dragon is against his Archon. So Farina, instead of an Archon, could you just be a cursed human?
Lady Farina is actually a human?
Well, it is true that it's extremely difficult to tell humans and gods apart just by looking at them. It's not impossible.
Well.
Well, don't start celebrating too early now. Even if I have been carrying a curse like you said, how does that prove that I am merely a human being?
That is true.
Besides, everyone knows that the main difference between a human and a god is the possession of authority. Gods can do what humans cannot. That's why they're worshipped as gods. For centuries, manifestations of my authority have served the nation of Fontaine. One need only to turn their eyes towards the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal in this very opera house. Or consider the indemnitium that is used in every aspect of life.
Okay. Wait, that one trial proved the opposite. Farina actually has no control over the Oratrice at all. Yep, it's this one. This. Child's conviction.
You tried to reference the Oratrice, but weren't you as confused as all the rest of us when the Oratrice declared Child to be guilty without any proof? Otherwise, you should have come up with a good explanation for that by now.
Exactly.
Didn't I make myself clear at the time? The decisions of the gods are naturally difficult for humans to comprehend. There is no need to provide an explanation.
You just screwed yourself, didn't you?
Farina, I believe a reminder of your current circumstances is in order. While the court is in session, the principles of justice and the law must come before all else. While you are an Archon, you are also first and foremost the defendant in this trial.
So meaning, shut it.
You will prove yourself unable to defend against the prosecution's charges if you continue to withhold vital information against the rules of the court.
I never thought you'd use that kind of rhetoric against me.
Yeah.
There's no trick of rhetoric, Lady Farina. I've merely reiterated the rules of the court. Rules that all should respect and follow.
Even the higher-ups.
So, you neither knew why Child was declared guilty, nor did you understand the structure and operations of the Oratrice. Instead of having been created by you, the manifestations of authority you mentioned have been made by the real Hydro Archon, haven't they?
The real Hydro Archon. Well, now you're really losing me. It is true that I did not know why the Oratrice gave out a guilty verdict that day. But the Oratrice handed out that verdict unilaterally. And it has been operating independently ever since it was first created.
I want to try that.
You can't argue that just because a divine creation is flawed, that the god behind it must also be no god at all.
Well.
She's still throwing out all kinds of excuses. Seems like she's confident that we won't be able to produce proof that she has no power over the Oratrice.
Sure. We can put the Oratrice aside for now. But then, Miss Farina, could you give us a brief demonstration of your power as an Archon?
My power as an Archon. There are many ordinary citizens in the audience. How can I just carelessly demonstrate the formidable power of an Archon?
Now she's just
That poses a concern.
okay.
I'm prepared to extend my protection to the audience.
You don't need to go that far.
She's just showing off and bragging so much that she's just taunting. She's not really doing anything. A brief demonstration of your power over Hydro should be quite harmless. Surely an Archon can at least match the capacities of a human with a vision.
Aren't you the Hydro Archon? Or is it that you can't even wield the power of Hydro, much less the authority of a god?
Indemnitium! Yes, it's all because of Indemnitium! All Archons derive their power from the faith of the people, and I've converted the people's faith in justice into Indemnitium. Thus,
Sure?
I give up
Right,
all
really?
of my divine power to provide everyone with energy for their daily lives. Have you ever seen a more magnanimous god?
Isn't that a huge stretch?
Yeah. No matter how generous an Archon can be, how could they give up all their power? Can a god with no power even still be called a god?
She's losing. She's losing.
It seems like nobody's buying Furina's excuse.
Finally!
Hey, come now, everyone. Please don't stare at me as if I was a liar. I'm still the same Furina you knew, right? The one that you loved. Shouldn't you want to believe in me?
I'm sorry, Furina.
You've got to believe me.
I'm sorry.
What the prosecutor said is true. She really has committed a grave offense.
Did she deceive all of us? And all of our parents and grandparents too? And all of our ancestors? Ever since they were born?
Enough. That's enough. Tell me then, if I'm not the real Hydro Archon, then who is? If you have no evidence of another Hydro Archon's existence, nor can you find anyone who can back up their claim to be such, then what grounds have you to say that I'm not actually the real deal?
Wow. She came up with yet another argument. How can we refute her now? Seems like she really doesn't want to give up.
She's tough. If we can't prove that she is... Hold on. If we can't prove that she isn't the Archon, we can try to prove that she is just human. And if she's only human... what evidence can prove that Furina is a human? So they were cleared, their identities. Nope, it doesn't talk about... It doesn't even talk about Furina. Turns out... Nope, not this, not this. The entrance is sealed beneath the zone in the Fortress Mirpede. It's only temporary pushback by Nouvelette's power. Wait. Furina is human. I don't know which one. It began to collapse. What evidence can prove that Furina is a human? This one, maybe? Or this one.
That doesn't sound right.
What?
Paimon doesn't think this clue can be...
Shut up. That's what I was. Shut the freak up. This?
It has been established that all Fontanians can dissolve in water from the primordial sea. And that
The other one was basically similar.
Since you insist on claiming to be a god and not a human, then there's a method that you can use right here and now to eliminate all suspicions of you being the latter.
Miss Navia, please apply to serve as a temporary attorney for the prosecution before addressing the court. Though you act in partnership with the prosecutor, you must still adhere to proper procedure.
Super sorry, Monsieur Chief Justice. I swear this really will be the last time that I'll speak out of turn. Now, I've brought some seawater from Poisson. As everyone knows, a massive flood struck the area not long ago, taking many lives, including those of some of my closest friends.
Navia needs a hug.
So, Miss Farina, would you dare to touch some of the seawater? If we are to believe that you are indeed the real Hydro Archon, touching the seawater would have no effect on you. All it should do is strengthen your case. If you don't dare to touch it, then we would have basically proved the reverse. Oh, and I must remind you that after the disaster at Poisson, nobody wants to see any more people dissolve. I do hope you'll act prudently and choose the simpler path of admitting guilt.
Navia from the Spina di Rasula. The Spina has governed Poisson for many years. I guess her suggestion is valid.
You guess?
If Lady Farina is indeed just a human, she's probably Fontanian like all the rest of us. Would she really dare to try?
Oh, she's actually going down. Farina?
Lady Farina, this test has been unilaterally proposed by the prosecution. As it falls outside the realm of standard court proceedings, you possess the right to decline participation.
Well, of course he had to tell her that. But refusing to participate is basically the same as a confession of guilt.
Basically.
Just staring at the water without saying a single word. It really does seem like she's quite terrified of it. That could only mean...
What's going on? Is she really planning to... That's not what we thought she would...
Due to the inherent risk of the test, Lady Farina, you may...
Oh.
Hey!
She actually...
I'm fine! Look at me, everyone! My hand is still here! I haven't been dissolved! Will you believe me now? I really am your Archon! I'm nothing like a normal human who would fall apart as soon as they touch this water! Really? Was this not the most obvious thing in the world?
Miss Siegewing? If you're present, Miss Siegewing, please come forward and attend to the defendant.
Siegewing?
Oh.
Don't be nervous. It'll just take a few seconds. Let me see. That should be enough.
What's she gonna
Please
do?
announce the results of your evaluation to the court, Miss Siegewing.
As everyone doubtlessly saw, Miss Farina was displaying symptoms of hyperventilation and flushed skin. These indicate that she was experiencing the adverse effects of exposure to primordial seawater. The extent to which she was affected is the same as other humans when exposed to primordial seawater of a similar concentration.
She did sound like she was trying to tough it out when she was yelling at the audience and all that. She sounded like she was trying to tough it out.
Thank you, Miss Siegewing. Lady Farina, you may return to the defendant's stand.
Oh wait, what did she just say? I didn't get dissolved! Shouldn't that be enough to prove my innocence?
Well, considering your tendency to run from your problems, we did originally prepare a direct sample of the seawater around Poisson. However, after extensive discussion, we exchanged it for a sample that is not concentrated enough to dissolve an actual human. After all, on the off chance that something entirely unexpected might occur,
Just like what happened.
we don't want anyone else to lose their life to the sea.
Yeah.
So out of regard
I didn't mean that.
for Serena's life, you secured a low concentration sample and asked the head nurse to serve as an expert witness. It's a great thing that the direct sample wasn't actually used. Farina could have...
I can't believe you.
She's going insane. But what's really going on here? Farina can't have not known the consequences of touching that water as a human. Can't have not. This is too unlike how she usually acts. Unless it's actually more important for her to keep her facade than to save her own life. But hadn't she given up on everything a long time ago?
Listen to me, everyone. Please don't give me such cold and disdainful looks. What happened just now didn't prove a single thing.
Poor Farina.
How can you conclusively prove that an Archon can't also be affected by the primordial seawater?
She's smart, I can say that.
If I was really just a human, why would I dare to just put my hand in that kind of water?
Wow, she really lost them.
Anyone, just listen to me. I swear, I really am your Archon.
Oh, poor Farina. Gosh, this is sad.
I don't think anything she says at this point will sway anyone. The odds are just too stacked against her now.
With all the things that have been said, Hyman doesn't think there's any way left for Farina to win.
I believe the time for arguments and presentation of evidence has come to an end. If there are no objections, we will move on to the final judgment.
This is so sad for Farina. I almost feel bad for her. Maybe I actually feel bad for her. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Why did that other one pose like that? Ooh.
In my capacity as Chief Justice, I shall now render judgment on Farina's misrepresentation of herself as the Archon of Fontaine. As a human who knowingly deceived her fellow citizens, Farina is...
Oh, this is... Oh! This was displayed well! What the heck? That was actually an intense scene. For some reason. The tears.
We shall now turn to the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale to render the final verdict on the charges.
Sorry, I should have danced on that because of the TikTok thing. TikTok trend. And here goes the Honkai Star Rail wishing. Or warping.
According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale, Farina is...
Wait. Oh. We did this just to scare her, right?
Well, what's wrong? What's the Oratrice's verdict?
It can't be. Did the Oratrice just declare Farina to be innocent?
No. The Oratrice also displays a guilty verdict.
Ooh.
Isn't that correct then?
However, the exact wording of the verdict is thus. The Hydro Archon, guilty to be punished via the death sentence.
The death sentence?
That's actually one of the available sentences? I've always thought that it was just a myth.
The one and only time the death sentence has been handed out at the court. And it's been given to the very person we've worshipped as the god of justice? What an unexpected twist.
That's crazy.
To death by the Oratrice? We just wanted to use the trial to show her the seriousness of things so she'd tell us the truth. How did things escalate this quickly?
She would not die. She's playable.
Strange. According to Fontaine's current definitions of justice, as well as its recommendations for criminal sentences, is this sentence really appropriate for the crimes that have been committed?
Yeah, even Fache wasn't sentenced to death by the Oratrice.
And his was horrible.
The evil mastermind behind the serial disappearances case.
What's more strange is, instead of Farina, the Oratrice rendered the judgment on the Hydro Archon.
Indeed. Not only is Farina's sentence overly excessive, the very point of our trial today was also to prove that Farina has never been the Hydro Archon in the first place.
Maybe she's just like a human vessel of the actual Hydro Archon. Maybe.
Now, the Oratrice seems to have deliberately invoked the title of the Hydro Archon. What does this mean?
Also, we never figured out why Child is guilty. I want to know that.
Excuse me, if I may interrupt.
Remine!
Is the trial still going?
Oh, what? I'm an auto.
Oh, you finally made it. I assume this means you've completed your mission?
Mm-hmm. Any mission Father assigns to me will always be top priority.
With some help from other Fatui, Fremne brings a stone slate.
That's
Ooh.
the first prophecy slate?
There's the slate.
Huh. So the knave privately arranged for Fremine to try and find the missing slate.
Oh, he had to swim.
Everywhere, and finally found it at the bottom of the sea. It took me a long time to get around some dangerous stretches of water. But has the trial already concluded? Then doesn't that mean I've come too late? Oh no. Father will be disappointed in me.
No, Fremine. Don't worry, the mystery hasn't been resolved yet. It's still not too late for you to shine.
Thank you for your hard work, Mr. Fremine. Please allow me to review the record left on the slate.
Doesn't it have to be with the other three, though?
I believe that you have already seen the other existing slates. I would like you to come here and confirm their contents.
Okay.
Huh? So what do you see? What is it?
This looks like the previous Hydro Archon releasing her divine power, turning the Oceanids into human beings.
I believe I've now made sense of the Hydro Archon's crime. It has to do with Fontaine's lost history.
Huh? Isn't the Hydro Archon just guilty of deceiving her people? Oh, wait, no, that's Farina, and we've already proven that she's not the Hydro Archon.
That's true.
So when you say Hydro Archon, do you mean the real Hydro Archon we've been kind of talking about?
In truth, everything that you've encountered in Fontaine up until this point can be traced back to the contents of these stone slates. However, I'm uncertain as to how much sense they currently make to you.
An association between the content of the slate and the events in real life.
Let's try to recall the contents of the other 3 stone slates. Paimon will do her best to help you remember.
I have to remember, okay. Oh my gosh, but I kind of remember. Select to check the description on the stone slate to extract key information from them. So there might be a catch. You can find scenarios related to there is a catch, to the stone slate's contents in the incidents recorded in the interview notebook. There you can verify said content. As the verification process continues, the fountain fountain water level in the menu interface will rise. When you have finished verifying all the stone slate, the truth behind the prophecy shall be revealed. The real events related to the prophecies on the prophecy slate.
Slate describes what you just said. It seems to show the previous Hydro Archon using her divine power, and then the Oceanids turn into humans.
Mmm.
Does that mean that Fontanians are transformed Oceanids? Oh, Paimon wasn't expecting that. But if Oceanids can turn into humans, then perhaps this process can be reversed as well. The second stone slate shows Celestia floating in the sky, and the Hydro Archon and her people worshipping it together. But the heavens still brought judgment down upon them. This must be the point when the Hydro Archon and the Fontanians were branded with their original sin. Does this mean that the original sin and the Hydro Archon sin are the same thing?
Okay.
Shows the Hydro Archon sinking into the sea surrounded by many people. That reminds Paimon, didn't we also watch that happen to someone else?
Remnant? No.
First slate is the prophecy the Fontanians have been talking about. People dissolving into the sea, the Hydro Archon crying on her throne, and so on.
Didn't? Oh,
We
no.
didn't believe that such a crazy disaster could happen at first, did we? But after that incident, it was just a question of when and not if.
That incident. Okay, so we need to match events. Oh, it seems to show the okay. Wait, can I go back? It seems to show the former Hydro Archon uses divine power to turn Oceanids into people. Maybe this one can be dissolved by water from the primordial sea. Or this one. Wait, no, this one has... The Navia one is this one here. So maybe this one.
We know from the case of the serial disappearances of young women that Fontanians can be dissolved in primordial seawater. And the first stone slate tells us that long ago, the Hydro Archon used her power to turn Oceanids into humans. This might be the reason that Fontanians can dissolve.
Oh, there's color. Okay, next one. It shows Celestia floating in the sky and the Hydro Archon and her people worshipping it together, but the heavens still brought judgment down upon them. So that's child, right? Shut up, shut up. Never mind. Let me see this again. I was thinking it's just because, even though it's worshipping, they get struck down or something. That's what I thought. So like, child, it looks innocent but is actually guilty or something. That's what I thought. But that you needn't given up hope. This one? Okay.
Perhaps what is about to take place has all happened before. The true sin of the Hydro Archon that Nervilette mentioned, and the original sin cast down on the people of Fontaine by Celestia.
Oh, this is what's said before. This was said before. Ooh, that is a nice artwork there. You. It shows that the Hydro Archon sinking into the sea, surrounded by many people. Isn't it Navia? I thought so.
Not as simple as falling into the sea. When Navia fell into the sea, her consciousness was subjected to judgment.
I see.
Show the people gathered around the Hydro Archon in the sea. Could that be alluding to the same thing?
I see. There's no pun intended, I swear, but like S-E-E, not S-E-A. While exploring the ruin, Navia fell into water containing primordial sea. Right. Yeah, I figured it was something like that. It shows a scene that is basically identical to that described in the prophecy circulating throughout Fontaine. Fontanians will eventually be dissolved into the sea and the Hydro Archon. Ba 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 ba. It can't be this, right? Communicated with you by conscious. But this doesn't make sense. Is it this? Yeah, shut up. This? Shut up! This one.
Prophecy from the stone slates found its way into society, but not many people believed it at first. The fortress of Meropide was nearly flooded with primordial seawater, which we know can cause Fontanians to dissolve. It seems increasingly likely that the prophecy may come true. If we hadn't dealt with it in time, things could have gone very bad.
Oh, really? That's what it means?
They'll dissolve into the primordial sea but won't cease to exist. Their essence will flow in the seawater, converge, and take the form of an oceanid.
This is some kind of curse.
The Hydro Archon was sentenced to death in court, shocking everyone present. Perhaps this means that her sin was actually Fontaine's original sin. Navia fell into the water inside those ruins, and she nearly dissolved. She was surrounded by the people of Poisson in a court within her consciousness, and was forced to take part in a trial meant to make her stay.
Okay, that's what I mean.
The eruption of the primordial sea at the fortress of Meropide was the surest sign that the prophecy was about to come to pass no matter what. The prophecy's contents can all be verified by recent events. If we combine what we know together, loads of truths should come to light.
Verification complete. Lovely.
Huh? Oh, Paimon gets it now. So that's how you can make sense of it. But then it feels like we're going to have to share some truly shocking revelations.
Let's hear them.
We didn't hear that? We were talking just to Paimon? The first slate reveals that Fontanians are not real humans.
Incredible. Linny, did you hear that?
We're not real humans.
Dang.
All Fontanians were originally created by the late previous Hydro Archon, with Oceanids as their basis. The evidence for that can be found in how only Fontanians could dissolve in primordial seawater, and how all the girls Vacher dissolved were also turned into Oceanids. Oh, and according to Navia, when she was about to get dissolved, she also saw everyone gathered around for a trial, all of them in the shape of Oceanids.
Indeed.
The second slate reveals that the crime of the Hydra Archon was her creation of Fontanians from Oceanids.
Yeah, and it follows from the content
Here.
of the first slate that she probably anchored Celestia by creating humans without prior permission. That could also explain why the Oratrice judged the Hydro Archon to be guilty. It's to account for that ancient sin.
The Hydro Archon's true sin was creating us?
That's crazy. I think, is Farina an actual vessel of the actual Hydro Archon, basically?
And yet, after many hundreds of years, the Hydro Archon's creations have turned around to try to judge the Archon within the Opera Epiclese. The twists of history are often the most unexpected of all.
Oh, excuse me. Creation have turned around to try and to judge the Archon within the Opera Epiclese. As for the third slate, I'm still convinced that it should come after the fourth slate.
Yeah, isn't the image here just like when Navia fell into the sea? So wouldn't it be trying to show the image of the Hydro Archon also falling into the sea once the prophecy has been fulfilled in the fourth slate?
The fourth slate depicts the fulfillment of the prophecy as it's already widely known.
In the end, the people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro Archon will remain weeping on her throne. Only then will the sins of the people of Fontaine be washed away. Did Paimon get all that right?
Sure.
You've made some keen deductions. I must say, given how much you still don't know, it is impressive that you've already managed to connect so many pieces of the truth.
Are you included?
While you were able to decode all the information on the slates, they've also been etched with an additional layer of hidden information using a different power source. When we were at the ruins, I tried to decipher the hidden information recorded in the slates. But since we only had 3 slates at the time, I was unable to come to a full conclusion. Now that the slate collection is complete, I shall make another attempt to decipher the narrative recorded within. If everything goes well, we should finally be informed of the unadulterated truth.
Well? Did you get it?
I believe I should share this truth not only with you, but with all the people of Fontaine as well. I will try to briefly summarize it for you.
Okay. Come on. Play.
Your
Thank you.
hypotheses regarding the origin of Fontainians and the sin of the Hydro Archon were both correct.
Okay.
In the Fontaine of old, the previous Hydro Archon sensed the yearning of her Oceanid familiars for life on land.
Okay, so this is...
Oceanids were enamored with the beauty and romanticism of human beings, and wishing to have those experiences for themselves, expressed to the Hydro Archon their desire to become of a similar kind. However, even though water as an element is intricately linked with the power of life, the Hydro Archon, as one of the 7, did not possess the authority to create a new form of human life. Not one to give in, she eventually found a way to create permanent humanoid bodies for her familiars by appropriating the power of this planet's primordial sea. She poured primordial seawater into the Oceanid's blood vessels, creating humanoid mimics in the process. But if Fontainians were to ever come into direct contact with water from the primordial sea, the power within their bodies would escape these artificial restraints and return to the sea. As a result, their forms would collapse, and they would be reverted to their original forms as Oceanids. Of course, the Hydro Archon never received permission from the heavenly principles to create a new human race. And thus, the Hydro Archon and all of her creations came to shoulder the original sin of appropriating the power of the primordial sea.
Jeez.
That is the true history of how the people of Fontaine first came into being.
So does that mean anyone who had been contacted by the primordials, who had touched the primordial sea and got dissolved, are they technically not dead? Are they just not dead? They're just technically turned back into Oceanids?
So we were all Oceanids before we turned into human beings?
This is rough for everyone.
That's way too much information for me.
That's what I
I'm
mean.
just going to pretend that I never heard a single thing.
Good thinking. Yeah, really good thinking.
That's the truth. We can't let the Hydro Archon be sentenced to death. After all, her only sin was creating us.
This really might be too much information for your regular Fontainian, but it does answer a lot of our questions.
Alas, your hypothesis regarding the 3rd and 4th stone slates was inaccurate. The slates' respective positions are, in fact, correct.
So they are in the right order? What is the 3rd slate supposed to represent then?
The point of the visual on the 3rd slate is how all the individuals depicted in the water are humans rather than Oceanids. They have not been dissolved, which implies that the water depicted in this slate is not water from the primordial sea. The nation of Fontaine is the nation of Hydro, as well as the nation of trials and justice. Instead of being the literal element, The water in the scene symbolizes judgment and justice.
Wait, hold on. The nation of Fontaine is the nation of Hydra as well as nation of trial and justice. That of being literal element, water in the sea symbolizes okay.
You may also recall Navia's experience. When she fell into the sea, her consciousness was surrounded by that of many others who intended to hold a trial to determine her fate. Therefore, the meaning of the third slate is that the people of Fontaine shall try the Hydro Archon at the court of justice.
We just played into it. We just did that. It can't be.
Yes, it refers to our present situation.
We just did that.
I think I'm following now. So, what you're saying is, even though we decided to put on this trial to avoid fulfilling the prophecy, in truth, everything we've done has happened exactly as the prophecy foretold. So now, it seems, we're the ones making sure it comes true.
What should we do?
I don't know. It feels like there's no way out of this.
Huh. No matter what, the prophecy will be fulfilled. Is this what it feels like to be a prisoner of fate?
You don't look scared.
If that's the case, does that mean the scene in the fourth slate will also be fulfilled soon?
Traveler, I would like to point out another small fallacy in your deductions. About the fourth slate. You probably thought that the eruption of primordial seawater beneath the fortress of Meripede served as the surest sign that the prophecy was about to come to pass, yes? However, I believe that rather than being a sure sign, that eruption could in fact only be a small warning of something far worse to come. As for the root cause of the catastrophe, I believe you've already encountered it once before.
I have? Wait, could it be?
This eruption was just a small warning of the things to come. We must find the root cause of the disaster.
Oh gosh. Hello? Huh? Just what is the true source of the catastrophe? Oh. So this one's okay, this one's okay, this one's not. Secret of Fortress of Meripede has been entrance to the primordial sea. So Nuvalet has sealed it once more, just how long it will last. The prophesied disaster will likely spread from here. Was this here? We saw a child floating in the sea in a dream, as well as an indescribably massive whale. This wasn't here before, was it? Hold on. Identities. We don't really care about their identities. Judge guilty. The evidence that verifies the intrusion of the primordial sea into the fortress of Meripede. The whale, right? Aha.
Both dream and reality.
Oh, that gave me the shivers.
Not a true culprit. That could only be that thing inside the primordial sea, right?
Shivers. Ooh, I can barely see child right here.
The truth, the original sin, the trial, and the root cause of the disaster.
I figured this one didn't really make much sense to me, though. Good thing they clarified that. Whoa! Is it starting already? Whoa! On the wheel! Oh, you look ugly. Oh! Come on, no! Nuvalet! Oh, are you okay? Oh, you're good. you're so hot. There we go. Oh, you look so cool there. The animation. Let's go, Tartaglia. That's the whale. Whoa. Oh, oh no. Dude, can we save him?
That was way too close! How did that thing just burst into the opera house? Wait, was that the huge whale you saw in your dream?
That's right. I'd wager that it's also the one that Child saw when he was young. And I love how Child was like to Nuvolet, ha!
So we've met it at last. I understand very well why it has chosen to make an appearance here. That whale does not belong to Tevat. It is a monster that has traversed the stars, weeping all the while.
Dang.
It has been greedily consuming the energy from the planet's primordial sea, using it to grow. That is the main cause for the rising sea levels. And once it has finished consuming all of the energy contained within the sea, its next step will be...
You said that when the Hydro Archon first created Fontanians out of Oceanids, she filled their blood vessels with primordial seawater.
Okay,
Precisely.
yeah.
That whale finds the blood of Fontanians nigh impossible to resist.
Oh, it was about to eat the Fontanian.
Therefore, when it left the primordial sea, it decided to make its next stop a packed opera house full of food. Food in the form of Fontanians.
Oh.
We just barely managed to push it back, right? In that case, won't it come back to target the people again once it's managed to recover its strength?
That is correct. Indeed, it is more accurate to say that we should thank that Harbinger for buying us some time. Without him, the whale would have likely come onto land far sooner.
Tartaglia. Hero. Hero.
From the way he looked, he must have been fighting the creature for quite a long time.
He did look exhausted.
That battle maniac. We've always known that he had a special connection with that whale, but we definitely didn't expect it to help us out like this.
So you should not be mad at him anymore.
Anyway, now that we know that this whale is the actual cause of the disaster recorded in the prophecy, all we need to do to stop the prophecy would be to find a way to beat it up, right?
It is too late.
Uh-oh. What do you mean?
It had already absorbed too much of the primordial sea's energy before we could notice it. At this point, it has become practically integrated with the sea itself.
Oh.
Even if the entirety of Tevat were to be destroyed, it could still survive and swim off towards some other world.
Oh, shoot.
That's not something I will accept. We've already done everything we can, and we even found the true culprit. We've come so far. You can't just tell me that the last hurdle is some impossible foe. That's just not fair.
Indeed, that's not how a grand performance should end.
I'll fight it to the end, no matter what.
Okay.
So the prophecy will be fulfilled no matter what, huh?
Everyone's having their last stand. Oh. What are we? Triple dot.
The prophecy. Yes. What has been prophesied will be fulfilled.
And
you may view such things as the history of the future.
after everything, it still turned out like this. We couldn't fight against fate. Wait, but if this is all about fate...
Just as prophecies are usually only the future as seen from the perspectives of the gods, could things be happening in hidden corners where the gods' gaze does not fall? Ultimately, fate shall serve as your only guide, no matter what will happen in Tevat's future. All you need to do is to play your part.
Play your part. Could it be that even if the prophecy will be fulfilled, there will still be a way to save everyone? Did I miss something? Where's Farina in all of this? I just mentioned her. Okay. Wait, I forgot about Farina. What was it she wanted to say to me at that last moment in the giant magic box? What is her real secret? There's another cutscene? Oh, it is.
What's happening with the oratories?
I believe it is preparing to carry out the death sentence.
Oh, where's Farina? Oh no.
Farina! No, I still need answers.
Oh, she's crying. Ooh. Right, Novelette's even seeing this. Oh, what was that? She changed clothes. Wow. Crazy. Ooh. Now this kinda looks more like an Archon. Oh, she sounds more majestic too.
That shocked expression on your face is just too amusing. I couldn't help myself.
You are not Farina. Who are you?
Ah, the sweet sound of bewilderment. Marvelous. A sure sign that my attempt to deceive everyone was a resounding success. But to answer your question, I am Focalor. You know, the god.
Oh, dang.
Focalor. Why did you deceive us?
Oh, that wasn't my goal, of course. Goodness, no. But I had to fool everyone else too, if I was to stand any chance of deceiving the heavenly principles.
Ooh.
Deceiving the heavenly principles.
It's all because of that pernicious prophecy. Dreadful, wasn't it? Everyone doomed to dissolve. Fontaine condemned to be flooded. One was not amused. In fact, one was positively bemused when that problem was thrust upon me by my dearest predecessor. That's the former Hydro Archon Egeria, for the uninitiated.
She sounds pretty.
It hardly gets more disastrous than a preordained national catastrophe. Now does it? She knew full well that the prophecy would surely come to pass. And as one of the seven, she also knew full well that one defies the heavenly principles at one's peril. So yes, as you have no doubt surmised, it was a rather impossible situation that I found myself in. I spent a terribly long time mulling it over, alone on the ocean floor. And I was almost growing barnacles by the time I finally realized there was only one possible solution to this confounding conundrum. I had to outwit the heavenly principles, allow the prophecy to be fulfilled, ostensibly at least, while saving everyone at the same time. I'm a genius, I know. I can only assume that's why Egeria chose me as her successor. Although, looking back now, it was hardly the inheritance one dreams of. Between the task of saving the nation, the quotidian duties of the Hydro Archon, and not to mention the original sin of creating a new race of humans, I dare say she left me quite a colossal mess to clean up.
Sounds like it. And also, I love that you're still talking the way that Farina is talking. Just in a prettier voice. Farina's more of an adorable voice.
That one can only play the hand one is dealt. I did not choose this, any more than I chose to be one of her Oceanid familiars.
So you were also once one of the Oceanids, transformed into a human by Egeria's hand.
Yes, I was.
I see.
I always dreamed of becoming human. And I still do, even now. In my eyes, to be human is to be part of the greatest opera ever known. After becoming a god, I separated my divinity from my body and spirit, leaving behind only a self that was as naive and bewildered as my past self on her first day as a human being.
Leaving behind only a self that was as naive and bewildered as my... Okay.
The me you see before you now is that divinity. And the human counterpart I left behind, I named Farina.
Oh, so she got separated.
Joy,
Okay.
sorrow, and everything in between. She could be as vain and conceited, or as meek and vulnerable as she wished. Her strengths were of a kind only a human could possess, as were her shortcomings.
I see.
In my eyes, Farina's humanity was what made her perfect. She was perfectly human in every way. The person I always wanted to be.
Oh, that's... Oh, sorry.
So then I cursed her.
Pretty blunt there. But... Oh... That's actually brilliant writing on that part. That... Because... she really wants to be a human. So she created the actual human form that she would have loved to be. Interesting. I hope I said that the right way too, but interesting. That's actually brilliant handwriting. Brilliant writing.
All part of the plan, of course. The plan to deceive the heavenly principles.
Stop copying me.
Remember the final scene of the prophecy? The Hydra Archon alone, weeping on her throne. In order that the prophecy might appear fulfilled, I invited Farina to be an actress, to play the part of the Hydro Archon in the prophecy. Under the curse I placed on her, so long as I, Focalor's divinity, continued to exist, she could not die. But nor was she free to live her life in the pursuit of happiness.
Oh, Farina.
Instead, she was forced to take the stage in the opera house, to embrace the role of leading lady, to forever play the part of the god from the prophecy, all to create a deceitful appearance of that prophecy coming to pass. I suppose now you probably understand why your court is called the Opera Epiclese.
But Farina is only human, isn't she? Even though she has had a long life, her mind is no stronger than that of any other ordinary human being. I cannot begin to fathom what she has had to endure. It must have been torture for her.
And Novelette's only realizing.
And although she is, in a sense, me in human form, I most definitely owe her an apology for it.
You better apologize. Come on.
It's been 500 years.
That is 500-year torture.
She's been playing her part in the most unimaginably long, unbearably lonely, and agonizingly painful opera of all time.
Jeez. I came into contact with Farina's tears? Oh, fudge. Sorry! With sufficiently strong hydrosensitivity, I can form an emotional connection. Just like I did with that Oceanid at the Fontaine of Lucine. Wait, Could this be Furina's inner world? Furina? What is she doing on stage? Wait a moment. That probably isn't Furina. That's likely a reflection of her inner self. If I can directly speak to that self, I might be able to easily get what I wanted to know. I came here for answers. Either way, this opportunity is not to be missed. Let me try talking to her. I'm assuming that I'm gonna finally move. Yep. Let me jump. Let me jump. Nope, that's not gonna work apparently. Alright, let's see. Hello.
Oh, who permitted you to come onto the stage? Now, I understand your admiration for my august self, but I must ask you to keep to the rules.
Furina?
All right. It is not my intent to reprimand you.
What's this?
There is no need to state your name. Just be off with you. Do not distract me from my performance.
She just said, don't look at me. But I don't see an audience here.
Oh, do not jest. Can you not feel it?
Just let the stage, something turn
I
off?
am Focalor. The eyes of countless Fontanians are upon me. I must, at all times, display the utmost elegance and nobility.
Can be herself. Something's off. There's no getting through to her. Even in her heart of hearts, she's still playing the role of the Hydra Archon. What sort of resolve must she have that even her inner self and subconscious would have such an impenetrable defense? I have to find a way. Turn off all the spotlights? Oh. Well, let's...
Dear audience, the performance is experiencing a technical difficulty, but worry not. The guards shall resolve it soon.
How rude.
There is no escape. Torn to oblivion.
Oh, okay, come on. Interesting. Okay, let's do the middle last. Bam.
Hey, what gives? The audience is still watching me, you know. Guards? Wait, where are the guards? Guards!
This is gonna
Oh, okay, that's just rude. Hello?
Teamwork is dreamwork.
Okay, that's just rude. Okay. Ah! Thank you. Yeah, that was really amateur mistake. Here we go. That's all the spotlight turned off. In Furina's heart, they must have symbolized the eyes of the people on her. Speaking of which, I think I just received some sort of signal. Was that her true voice? A ticket. When did that end up here? Golden. Okay. Either way, looks like the show is about to begin. In that case, show me how you truly feel, Furina. Scene 1. Before a mirror, Furina. Oh. Hello? Oh. Oh, I can't. I had to walk. I can't even jump. Holy moly. Oh, I'm stepping into the spotlight.
Farina.
Huh? Who's that? Who's calling me? Where are you?
She sounded adorable.
Be not nervous. Be not afraid. I am before you.
Wait a moment. You're near me? How can this be?
Mirror you, huh? You know what? That's not bad. Let's go with that.
Are they the same voice actress?
Mirror me.
Mirror me.
What do you wish to say?
It sounds like marry me.
The prophecy. Have you heard of it?
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if she wants to marry herself.
What prophecy?
I'm kidding.
Wait. I know. I think. I don't know why, but it's in my head somehow. The people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro Archon will remain, weeping on her throne. Only then will the sins of the people of Fontaine be washed away.
Excuse me.
Oh, very good. You know it well.
What's going on? I can't seem to remember anything clearly. The only thing I know for sure is this prophecy. Will it really come to pass?
Yes, it will. And that is why I've come to you. Disaster will come to Fontaine sooner or later. Things will develop just as the prophecy declared. There is no escaping it.
Unless she's trying to fool her human self.
But doesn't that mean everyone will die? I'm a Fontainian just like them. Will I dissolve too?
Oh, don't worry. Magical meetings exist in this world precisely to give people a chance to turn things around. It is the reason why you met me today. I will tell you how to save everyone, but you may have to suffer somewhat.
Oh.
Oh, so there's still hope after all. Goodness, you frightened me. You spoke so much and with so much certainty.
So what's the suffering?
As for the suffering, well, I will admit that the first thing that came to mind was, why do I have to be the one to suffer?
Her voice kind of changed just a little bit too.
If the prophecy will come true, I'll also die anyway, right? So if I've already met you as my magical meeting in this world, if there were scales, with all the people of Fontaine on one side, and my pain on the other, is it not obvious where the scales should tilt?
You truly are the perfect human. My ideal.
If she's deciding where I think she's deciding, she has a good
I
heart.
suppose this would also be the justice that belongs to you.
Huh?
Don't worry, it's nothing. Listen well. Fontaine has just lost its Hydro Archon. I need you to play a role. That of the new Archon.
Play as a god?
That's right. You must begin a never-ending masquerade. You must never let anyone suspect your identity.
Oh.
If you can keep it up, then I shall have my way of defying this prophecy. But should your identity be revealed, then all hope will be lost.
Right.
But how will I do this? A human assuming the role of a god without being exposed.
Oh, wow. The truth is really out.
Don't worry. What you must do is not to turn yourself into a real god. You simply need to play the role of a god as humans imagine them to be. Being a human yourself, I'm sure you already know what such an entity would be like. Remember, your true challenge will not be pursuing divinity, but contending against humanity.
Man, Verena has a lot on her shoulders right now.
I'm still not sure I understand, but I'll try. I'll try to do this. So, how long am I going to have to play this role?
Very long.
To accomplish this mission, you will have to stay on the stage for many, many years. You will endure and not grow old until your task ends.
I just realized, is that really her form? The Fossilor?
But I promise you, all will eventually end in a magnificent and dramatic trial, and everyone will be saved.
A trial, huh? How exciting. I'll be looking forward to it.
Scene 2, a session speech? Let's go with Otto for a bit. Oh, well, never mind. I am just walking. Okay. I like that my bow looks like the Oceanid wings or tail. I don't know what that... I don't know. And I can't really jump, but I did skip some steps.
The Maison Cardinalise has announced my accession, but this is my first time facing the people.
Oh, she's shy at first,
What
huh?
should I say to most appear like a god? To be honest, I still don't know. Perhaps I should first try to act natural.
Summon courage.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening, and welcome to the Opera Epiclese. I'm sure you've all heard about how I have taken on the role of Hydro Archon. Indeed, I am Verena de Fontaine, your new Archon.
Appear
In
earnest.
truth, I know little about becoming a nation's new god, but it will be my honor to guide you all.
I think she needs to be a little more strong in her tone.
As the god Focalor, the god of justice, I shall do all within my power to lead you into an age of fairness and justice.
I would not talk like that. You see in my commentary, I would not talk that strong.
Once again,
Close politely.
thank you all for coming. If you should have any questions or suggestions, please send them to the Maison Cardinalise. The future of Fontaine will require us to work together, after all. This should do it. I thought I might stammer, but thankfully, I was able to convey my thoughts just fine. Okay, and next.
That's the new Hydro Archon. Is this some kind of joke by the Maison? I would have thought that a being that surpasses humanity would be a bit more assertive.
Yeah, I was thinking it was a little too kind.
Hey, did you hear that? She even told us to send her suggestions there at the end.
Shouldn't gods be all-powerful? She's being so modest. What's the difference between her and an ordinary person, then?
Oh, come on, what about Nahida? She's kind. She's I don't know about modest, I'm not sure. She's kind and smart.
If you ask me, perhaps the succession didn't actually happen. She might just be a Maison-back puppet.
Wait, what's going on? Why is everyone suspecting me of being a fake? This is bad. If I get exposed here, there'll be no saving the people from the prophecy.
Farina really shouldered this just to save everyone in Fontaine. Wow.
Right. Mirmi said that I just need to play the role of a god as humans imagine them to be. Calm down, Farina. Think. What do the people want? How would they imagine a god to speak and act?
Assertive.
With a strong sense
Sorry, I didn't mean that.
one who can dispel all doubt. That is the character I'm fated to play.
You got this.
Oh, very good, my
There it is.
people. Only ones such as you are deserving of my rule. Now, I was wondering if some weak puppet were to one day come onto the stage and claim ownership of this opera house, would the children of Fontaine follow them? Well, it seems that you would all see right through them. Having passed my test, you are qualified to witness wondrous trials alongside my august self, here in this opera house.
She's smart.
You may consider my previous act a door gift of sorts. I thought it was a debut that suited the atmosphere.
She's good to improvise. She's really good.
Be reintroduced.
Ah, so that was just a performance. How could I have forgotten that we were inside an opera house?
Personality. It's quite shocking. I suppose it's a better look than before. Such a fascinating and bold deity. How wonderful. Our future may yet be bright after all.
It seems I've turned them around. Best follow this flow and restart my accession speech.
Summon courage? We just did that, so resolutely with conviction.
My dear people, whether you acknowledge me or not, whether you trust me or nay, I say to you, keep faith in your ardor for justice.
I think it wouldn't matter, right?
Said that this nation's sins can no longer be washed away. Well, I say that justice is most fragrant when it blooms amid sin.
I don't think we need to. It doesn't matter, right? Turn up to the drama?
The scales of justice should not weigh heavy in the hands of its God. On one side, it must carry fairness and justice. And on the other, hoorays and applause. May law be the prayer on our lips. May judgment be our worship. Let us light the fires and drink to the future of Fontaine.
Dang. End the speech emphatically.
There is no trouble in this world that justice cannot solve. All that is needed is for you, my people, to believe in it, heart and soul.
Dang.
So long as I, the Archon Focalor, stand within the Opera Epiclese, so long as I stand before the Oratrice, I shall even judge the gods of this world!
Dang. She good. Dang. Scene 3, Opera House, Farina. Is this my bed? Oh. Huh. Oh, I'm running now. But I'm not jumping. Oh, is it because I'm more excited and not shy?
Lady Farina, here are today's case reports, as well as a summary of the follow-up for your perusal.
Come now. Was I not just at the Opera House in person? Leave these kinds of things to Neuvillette. Besides, none of these trials were the one that I'm looking forward to the most.
If I may be so impertinent, what kind of trial are you truly looking forward to?
A magnificent, dramatic, and wondrous trial. A trial to end all things. How could you hope to understand?
That's true. I fear I lack the ability to grasp your divine thought, Lady Archon.
Gee.
No need for fright. And do not take what I said before too seriously. Go now. Do your duties. The trial I await. It will come one day.
Is she talking about that last one? Is she talking about her trial, basically?
I don't know what to say. Thank you for agreeing to see me.
Is this all her
Need to
appointments?
thank me, or rather, thank your own sense of perseverance instead. Long have you stood in line to meet me, have you not? Oh, I'm afraid that's just an inevitable consequence of my divine charm. All right, Deoteria, is it? How is your son's illness?
You remembered me, and you knew of my family too. He is doing much better now. In fact, he is far more of an ardent believer than I. He was the one who forced me to seek an audience with you, and to bring your words back to him.
Oh, good. Very good. If this should happen again in the future, please do not hesitate to come and tell me. Going down to citizens' homes every so often, while not usual practice, should serve as a fine change of pace.
You're such a gentle and wise God. Thank you once again, on behalf of my son.
Gentle and wise, sure. Okay.
Lady Farina, here are the latest hydrological reports. As for the specific parameters you asked to take note of, I'm afraid things still don't look good.
Ooh.
I see. It's as I thought then. As your god, I did already expect this, but I wanted to see how far your human wisdom would allow you to analyze it. All manner of signs indicate that the prophecy will still come to pass. Forget it. That's not something you need to worry about right now.
Well, as I understand it, the Fontaine Research Institute is also trying to find a way to counter the rising water levels.
God.
Really? Have they found anything?
I'm afraid that they haven't found any effective solution thus far.
Oh, is that so? Well, no wonder. This issue has reached the realm of the gods, after all. Still, their spirit is praiseworthy.
She almost fell out there. Her act kind of stumbled just for a moment. At her bed.
The day is finally over. I haven't had a moment to breathe this whole time.
There,
But
yeah.
it's good to see that everything's getting on track. There are no longer any voices of suspicion. Maybe this is fine. I just need to keep going, and everyone will be safe.
Farina.
All right, Farina, don't think too hard about this. You need rest. Tomorrow's a new day.
She really suffered this for so long. Opera House, Farina. How long is this scene thing?
Lady Farina, here are the new trial reports for the latest cases, as well as a summary of the follow-up.
Oh, whoop.
There'll be no need for that. I've seen them already. There's no need to go back over scenes I've witnessed in person before.
Lady Farina, I've waited so long for this chance to see you in this manner.
Big line.
Indeed, my dear loyal citizen. This joyous moment is an honor for us both.
Lady Farina, we're detecting significant hydrological anomalies near Poisson.
Ooh.
Understood. Keep monitoring. Keep me informed should anything come up at the Institute.
Have we been to the Institute yet, or is that a world quest?
I don't think I let anything slip today. I must show the people that there is nothing to worry about. I just don't know when these days will end. I feel utterly exhausted. Best to rest early today, too.
That's why she was so scared of the knave. Because it was her human feeling of fear. She's really trying her best, though. This is going for like 500 years. Oh, look at that. See, this is all... See? Holy moly, Opera House Farina.
Lady Farina, it's like a dream being able to speak with you up close like this. I've heard that the first member of our family who was honored to receive an audience with you was Madame Dioteria, almost 20 generations ago.
Dang.
And what a fine family yours is indeed. It brings me great joy to meet such a faithful believer, a descendant of a line most ardent.
Surely you exaggerate, Lady Farina. My lady?
What is it, good citizen?
Are you crying?
Aww.
Really now? I didn't even notice.
Oh, Farina.
This must be the overflow of hydro from my person. Well, can't quite help being the god whose dominion is the waters, can I?
No wonder. No wonder. A manifestation of your power, then. Oh, Archon, I am honored to have witnessed it. Honored indeed.
Poor Farina. She's getting tired, huh?
So interminable. So lonely. Just how much longer?
Hundreds of years must have passed by now. Perhaps the show must go on for hundreds more. I never imagined that it would hurt so much. Have I reached my limit? No. Perhaps I reached it long ago. Today I didn't even notice my own tears. I want to tell someone, anyone, about this. But would that not destroy all I've done so far? I've
Farina.
conducted so many investigations across the centuries. But there's not even a sliver of hope that we might break the prophecy. All I can do is keep heart. I must maintain this act. It is the only way to save Fontaine. Please, mirror me. You have to succeed.
This is really heartbreaking. She really suffered. Farina and...
Farina, you don't have to shoulder this burden alone.
Oh.
Although I don't know what you might be keeping from everyone, your people are more than willing to share your burden with you.
You could have said that. That's my voice. Is it the scene from the magic box? This is great. I didn't think this scene would replay in her inner world. Surely I'll find out what she wanted to tell me this time.
Share my burden. That's impossible. It was fated right from the start that this would be my duty alone.
But even if your burden doesn't need to be shared, you can still choose to confide in someone. Just share it with me. I'm what you call a witness.
A witness? Yes. I've heard that you came to Tevat from beyond the stars, yes. In other words, you never belonged here. And if Tevat is, in its entirety, a show on a stage, then you're just a spectator, aren't you?
Oh, so technically if she revealed her identity to the traveler, then it won't count to the prophecy. That's probably the logic right now.
If that's the case... She's right.
I could confide in her, couldn't I? But if things don't play out as expected, the people of Fontaine will be the ones to pay the price. No, Farina, you shouldn't be selfish. But what if it's really all right? Farina, you've worked so hard for so long. Surely it would be okay to put yourself first for once. Just this once. Is it such an outrageous thing to do anyway? To find someone in whom you can confide your frustrations and sorrows? Surely it could not hurt. If you let this opportunity slip through your fingers, it might never come by again. Think about it long and hard.
Poor Farina. Triple dots?
No, I have nothing to say. I am Farina, the Archon of Fontaine. Everything will surely get better.
Oh!
All you need to do, dear spectator, is to witness my performance until the curtains fall.
Oh, she wasn't going to say she wasn't going to say the truth. Oh. Well then.
Fine.
Oh.
So even Farina doesn't know the truth? You've never once let her in on the full plan?
Oh.
Yes, it had to be done. To deceive the heavenly principles, you must first deceive yourself. She did very well. If she had let her resolve falter even once in these 5 centuries, Fontaine would have been doomed to the most tragic fate.
That made sense, really.
Trusting humanity was the right decision after all.
I believe that I understand how your deception works. But that is only half the truth, is it not? How would you build on this foundation to save the people of Fontaine? That is the most important thing.
Ah, good. Of course, the Iudex of Fontaine has pinpointed the crux of the issue. I'm sure you've long sensed that the Oratrice is no simple machine, yes?
I've always suspected that it had its own consciousness. And Lenny did mention that he heard a human voice within the core chamber.
Oh, yeah.
It seems that that person was you, hidden within the machine all along. Am I right?
And then I became one with the Oratrice, taking Fontaine's gnosis with me. Yes, it would seem so, wouldn't it?
Oh.
Alas, your understanding of this device still lacks sufficient depth.
Okay, we're gonna
In
get the
truth,
explanation.
It is no enactor of justice. It is, in fact, a device created to kill the god of justice.
Oh, shoot.
Beg your pardon?
Oh, shoot.
You have it. And to be more precise, not only will the Oratrice take down the god of justice, it will also take down the divine throne upon which she has been placed. I mean, did you think I would be the sort to enjoy peaceful repose while Farina suffered?
I don't know if I'm gonna like where this is going.
My work over these last 500 years has been to constantly accumulate indemnitium within the Oratrice. But really, some have already discovered that only a small fraction of the energy generated by the device was ever used to provide power to Fontaine. The vast majority had to be, accumulated to enact this death sentence.
It was all a part of your plan then? Both the trial and the sentence?
Indeed. This power, accrued over 5 centuries, could have sustained Fontanians for millennia had it only been used for that purpose. Almost all of it has now been stored within the oratories. But only power of this magnitude could hope to destroy the Hydro Archon's divine throne, shaking the rules established by Celestia and breaking through the institution that is the Seven.
So the Oratrice's call for death was for neither Farina nor Focalor, but for the Hydro Archon. The destruction of that divine throne. If I do not misunderstand your intent, you must be...
To remove Hydro Archon herself.
Rightfully yours to you, of course. In other words, this was all done to return the authority of the Hydro Archon to the Hydro Dragon of this planet.
But...
He will be the leader? Not an Archon, though?
No, what? Getting sad again, are we? The authority of the ancient dragons shall soon be yours once more, O Hydro Dragon Sovereign. And this is the face you make.
All you've done throughout the years is just so you can sacrifice yourself at the very end.
This is messed up.
I've never quite seen it that way, you know. Even now, I'm quite pleased at how well my deception worked. Hydro Dragon, don't cry.
Oh my gosh.
I must say, had it been within my rights, I would have loved to judge the heavenly principles themselves. Were they not guilty of essentially the same crime? Egeria stole the power of the primordial sea, and the heavenly principles stole the power you ancient dragons possessed. I, for my part, am the god of justice. And is it not just that your original powers should be returned to you? Speaking of justice, I have always believed that justice lies in the process of pursuing human existence itself.
This whole thing is really heartbreaking. This whole freaking quest.
So, if the theft of the primordial sea's might was Fontaine's original sin, then, leaving matters of procedural right and wrong aside, the descent of the Fontanians as humans and their right to exist in this world would be Fontaine's original justice. In other words, existence was Egeria's justice, and to me, justice is the continuation of that existence. Defying the prophecy and ensuring that Fontaine's people shall live on, that should be the justice enthroned over all others. At this point, we, whether it be myself or all other Fontanians, have shouldered the burden of this sin for far too long. Iudex Nervilette, the highest judge in our land, when you regain your full power as an elemental sovereign, what verdict shall you pass upon us?
So when I was invited to the court of Fontaine to serve as Iudex, I see now that that was your idea too.
Jeez.
At last, I now understand the true purpose behind this position. In the beginning, I was uninterested in human existence. But these 5 centuries of living alongside them have gradually brought about mutual understanding between us. And I have even attempted to feel as they feel.
I didn't play his story quest, by the way.
One, Focalor. Things being as they are, surely you know that I could never declare them to be guilty.
She's smiling. Jeez.
The hour of my execution is almost here. For the sinner, the curtain call has come. I know I may not sound it, but faced with death, I find myself a little afraid. Perhaps this is one thing both gods and humans have in common. Farewell, Nervalette. I hope you've enjoyed the part you played these 500 years.
This is dark to me. She's dancing too? Is the sword following her everywhere she goes? Thank you, Farina, for all you've done. Aww. From this moment on, please live happily as a human, just as I wish we could. Farina's alive? Oh.
I, Eudex Nervalette, hereby declare, people of Fontaine, your sins are forgiven.
Why did that scene make me emotional? I'm not crying, but it's breaking me. Wow. Raiden just ruined that. What the fudge?